Hello everybody, we're back and we're live from the beautiful and iconic Marine Stadium in Miami here at the Coconut Grove Seafood Festival with Hunter, who is again donating his time and been here all weekend working hard at this booth, educating people about what? Dolphins. How cool is that, right? So Hunter, thanks again for sharing the weekend with us and actually answering so many questions of everyone wanting to know more about their favorite critter, the dolphin. It's like on a 1 to 10, it's like a 15, everyone's favorite dolphin, right?
Absolutely.
So with Dolphins Plus and the Marine Mammal Responders, you want to talk a little bit about the program, what you guys do? Because it's so important and so great.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having us back again today. So Dolphins Plus Marine Mammal Responder is located in Key Largo, Florida at mile marker 100 on the
Go Keys.
Yeah, go Keys. And we're a nonprofit organization that really works to fulfill two big different scopes of things. So half of our organization covers 10,000 square miles in the Florida Keys and up in South Florida of area where if a dolphin or whale strands themselves or becomes...
Based on a permit, right? So you guys have this territory.
Absolutely. So we have this permit and we have a certain zone that if a whale or a dolphin is in need of human assistance, whether it's entangled in fishing gear, orphaned, malnourished, out of its zone, or probably most commonly stranded, it's our team that goes out to that scene and are the first responders in a way. And we work very closely with the local and federal government to determine a plan of action for that animal in need, and we're happy to be there and help.
So if somebody had it usually would go to the police station or the sheriff, I've got a dolphin or somebody who's going to respond and say, I need some help. You guys would get the first call, right?
Absolutely. The government would call us and we would go out and assess that situation and work with public officials and our expertise and our primary responders who were here yesterday. Those are the guys that go out and make the decision on what's best for that animal. And we just work together as one big team with our government to decide what's best for the animal.
So it's cetaceans, so when you talk about dolphins, porpoise, or whales, the three in that species, so some of these pictures which are pretty powerful, so as an example, what might have been happening there?
So this is likely a stranding. This is from one of our archived files of an animal that was probably stranded, and unfortunately this particular animal I believe expired. And if you a little on later in the slideshow, there's a picture of this same animal.
So let's go through, because you guys do so much different work. So what would this be about?
So these were, this was a group of dolphins which were stranded, and it was considered a mass stranding event because there were multiple animals involved in it. And this is our
pod,
team.
typically a pod, a family or a large group of whales.
Absolutely, and this is our team. We went out and we responded to those animals. We acquired them and attempted to stabilize them, took them back to our facility, and then the government decided from there what would happen with these animals.
But it started with you guys, right?
It started with us, yeah, absolutely. So here you see one of our vet techs and one of our vets working with an animal, basically assessing their health and carrying out some initial rehabilitation process with this animal.
And so actually on staff, in addition to people who are helping to recover the animal, you actually have doctors or vets that are working with the animal to help it, right?
Absolutely. We have a full-time vet staff which works with our 8 dolphins at our home base, who also assist us in stranding situations with the health and medical care.
And what a specialty, to not only be a vet, but to be able to handle dolphins, right? So your kids want to have a scientific career that's super cool, what do they call that? Is there a dolphin vet?
Yeah.
A marine mammal vet, right?
Yeah, basically. Still, we call them a vet, but we like to joke and call ours the dolphin doctors.
Dolphin doc. Okay. And then these are interesting because in order to transport these animals, explain what's going on with those pipes and the actually that material, how you move the animals around.
So this is what we call stretchering an animal. So before we can move an animal, we need to get them in a safe situation. And you'll notice you've got a full team of people on either side making sure that that animal's secure and taken care of and can't harm itself at all. So we call it our ambulance, it's our
ambulance, right?
It is our responding van, and it was graciously donated to us. So we utilize that when we get these calls and we need to transport an animal. That's probably the best way, or it's our best option for doing it. Instead of doing it in the back of a truck or waiting on another vehicle. We've got that vehicle ready to us and accessible to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365
So if the call
days a
comes,
year.
you actually you head right there, right?
It doesn't matter if it's 3 in the morning or 3 in the morning on Christmas Day. We're going to be there to take care of those animals.
Incredible.
And that vehicle allows us to transport them in a safe, cool environment.
Incredible. And so that's pretty heavy stuff. That's how you feed them, right, through the tube?
Well, this is actually a picture of our other facility, or our home base. And this is one of our 8 dolphins that we care for full-time. They can never be returned to the wild because they were either born with us or they've lived the majority of their lives in our care. And this is called a voluntary hydration. So dolphins, they're naturally dehydrated animals. They live in a saltwater environment. They ingest a lot of salt water. And the only way that they can get fresh water is from the fish that they eat. So this behavior allows us to keep our 8 animals well hydrated and healthy, and they're trained to voluntarily let us put that tube into the first chamber of their stomach. It's a sterile tube.
So they really come right to the dock and allow you to administer the water to them.
Absolutely. They sit on right in front of us, and as you can see, one of our trainers here has tubed the animals. One of our interns is helping pour the purified water. But the other cool thing is that this behavior, this hydration, it's really important to the animals that we rescue as well, to help stabilize them and help get them back on the right track. And it's our expertise, as much as we've learned from caring for these 8 animals, that allows us to take such good care of the animals that we rescue.
How cool is that? And then this?
Oh, that's my special boy. That's Alphonse. He's one of the 8 animals that we care for.
So you have a relationship with that dolphin?
Absolutely. So our motto at Dolphins Plus Marine.
Will that dolphin actually know you if you're on the dock?
I think so. Yeah. So for sure. But our motto is connect to protect, and this is one of the many pictures that we use on our promotional websites, our social media, to kind of captivate what it means to connect to protect. So you can see videos of dolphins online, on TV. You can go out in a boat and see them from miles away as they surface for a breath of air. But nothing quite compares to connecting with the animals on this level, and that's what we provide.
By connecting, you protect.
Absolutely.
How cool is that?
This is just a picture of 2 of our other dolphins, that we care for.
Out of 8 of them, there's 8 that you guys have?
8 of them, Now this is a picture of another really important part of our mission at Dolphins Plus Marine Mammal Responder. So this is a research intern conducting a daily behavioral ethogram. So our facility is happy to conduct, we have a full-time research staff who are working on over 60 projects at the time that are ongoing research studies. And these studies provide insight into the world of bottlenose dolphins and cetaceans in general. And they can be, the studies cover everything from behavior and physiology to acoustics to mother-calf relationships and care. And without this information, we wouldn't know as much about wild dolphins. We wouldn't care as much about wild dolphins or understand them. And most importantly, the information that we get here, we can share with scientists around the world. So it's not just us that's learning about these animals. It's worldwide.
So the data gets, and the behavior gets understood and shared collectively, right?
Absolutely. This is another one of our dolphins that we care for. What she's doing right now, so our facility is a natural lagoon, and they have all kinds of natural things to interact with. This particular dolphin has found a piece of sea lettuce and is playing with it. So they've got all kinds of things to do throughout the day.
It's a good look. It's good. One of those makeup treatments. And then this
is another picture of a stranding. So this is one that we actually responded to probably most recently. Brandon, the gentleman that was with me yesterday, was a part of this. And it was an animal that stranded itself, a female bottlenose dolphin.
Keys somewhere?
This is down in the Keys. I want to say Big Pine Key maybe. But the cool thing about this, it's such a cool story, is we went down, we stabilized this animal, which had got stranded because the tide was going down.
What is it? I can't see. Is it a bottlenose?
It's a bottlenose dolphin, and it's in a stretcher. And what they're doing right now is carrying out to deeper water, because we were actually able to release this animal on site, which is another very successful story for us.
So it just got stuck, and by virtue of you guys getting it somewhere safe, then it could go off and do its own thing, right?
Absolutely, and a nice help track. So that was the animal we were talking about earlier. Here our team is, we're covering that animal. And what happens is, unfortunately, every story isn't as successful as the release. But it's important to learn from these animals as well. So what our our team will do.
You still take the data and understand what happened to it, which benefits the next round.
Absolutely.
Right? Which is so important. So if anybody wanted to help, do you want volunteers? You want help? Can people come and intern or work with you?
So as I said, we're a nonprofit organization, so we do accept volunteers. All of that information is on our website. But the biggest way that I tell people right now that they can help our 8 animals as well as all the animals that are stranding in our area is to simply make a tax-deductible donation or to come and swim with our animals, because like I mentioned, those 8 animals that we care for, the proceeds from their interaction program.
So every swim supports your program?
100%. All the proceeds from our swims, which will begin on January 1st, will go right back into our rescue program.
So what is the actual website, so if people want to find you guys online?
So Dolphins Plus Marine Mammal Responder, that's a big name.
La, 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 la.
Yeah,
say that 7 times fast. Right?
So we've made it easier. It's the first letter of each of those. So it's DPMMR.org.
DPMMR.org. I could do that.
DPMMR.org.
And they can find out all about you, and if they want to help or volunteer or donate, they go there. Right?
Absolutely, and they can also find out about one of the many interaction programs that we offer.
Wonderful. Well, hats off to you guys and all of you for being here this weekend, supporting us in the Discovery Zone. So we'll be here Facebooking Live all weekend, and it's thanks to these amazing guys at Dolphins Plus Marine Mammal Responder, but better known online as DPMMR.org. So thanks so much for joining us, and we will be here all weekend, Facebook and Live. Let's keep it going. All right.